Right then. Now, I hear you were away last summer. Where did you go last summer, Dave?
Well, last year I went to the States for 7 weeks. I flew into Minnesota, and I'm sponsored by a small church there, so I went and stayed with them for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then I've got a friend who's a professor of history at Colorado Christian University in Denver. And I've known him since he was in London for a couple of years when I was a leader in a church when we were in London. So I stayed with him for a week.
Right.
And then I flew to Ohio. Yes, Ohio. And I preached at a large church of about 500 people there.
Wow.
And then I went to Detroit before then and saw the utter decimation that place has undergone. So many people are just lost. And we went into the city in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, and there is just nobody there. It used to be the centre of the US motor industry, and they've all since debunked from there, and it's just a lost city.
How sad.
And you can see that in the people's faces.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, even the churches. And one of the things that I did there was to go along to a luncheon club that they held for homeless people.
Yeah.
And we served 1,500 people just over lunch.
Wow. In one day?
In one day.
Whew.
And that's just one meal.
That's scary.
And then we went down to Ohio and we preached at a small church there for a small church of about 500 people.
Okay, well, that's
and we stayed there for about a week. And then down to Mississippi. No, sorry, Tennessee. And then I preached at a small church there with people that I know, including riding on a Harley.
That must have been a hardship for you.
It was a hardship.
With the wind in your hair.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then I was taken off down to Mississippi for a couple of weeks, and we did some children's work there.
Children's work?
Yes.
Okay. So you're really out of your comfort zone.
Oh, yes. It doesn't mean that I can't go out of my comfort zone.
That's what I like about you, Dave. You're willing to give it a try for the Lord, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what I like. Okay.